why are glutathione, you already talked about this a bit, but why is it a great choice to support this as opposed to the supplements and eating and all that stuff? Like,
yeah, so this will be quick. This is just another reference on the effects of antioxidants. There are a number of antioxidants, of course, in our bodies, many of them. Glutathione happens to be the master antioxidant, but it is important to recognize that the antioxidants work as a orchestra, right? It's a symphony. So this is why it's important to have a balanced diet. We want to be able to have antioxidants like vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E. We need all of these at optimum levels in our body. And we want to support our glutathione for all the reasons that we've talked about. But I suppose one of the most important things, not only on stem cells, but is on DNA. And when we consider that glutathione can protect our DNA from damage, from the effects of stress, and that glutathione can actually repair damaged DNA before the cells divide, that's probably one of the most compelling reasons to keep our glutathione levels elevated. It can potentially protect us from quite a few nasty things. So by elevating our glutathione, we're cleaning out our body, we are protecting our health, we're protecting our DNA, we're protecting our stem cells.
I love that. Now, I know that part of what you do as you invent these wonderful pieces of technology for us to use, you're really focused on the science to back it up. I know that there are quite a few studies that have been performed on all of our products, but specifically glutathione. Would you mind sharing with everyone where they can access that information or anything you wanted to share on those specifically?
Sure. We would find that at the science section of our website. And this study actually that we'll talk about comes from the science section of the website. And looking back over this year now, we said we're over 80 clinical studies. We're over 90 clinical studies now that we've completed in the last 18 years. So when someone is applying a patch to the body, we know how it works, we know what it's doing, and when we make claims, we have science to back it up. So we use some of these third-party studies as a reference, but of course we also conduct our own studies. This one I'm going to start with, it's a little bit esoteric, but I thought it might be fun to start with. This was one that was done in India, and it was done in collaboration with Dr. Thornton Streeter, who is world-renowned. He's considered one of the experts in energy medicine, and this was done at the Center for Biofield Sciences. So we've done quite a few studies with Dr. Streeter now, and this one particularly, we wanted to look at the effects of glutathione on the human biofield. And one of the techniques that is used to measure these effects is called a GDV camera, and that stands for gas discharge visualization. This was a technique that was developed in Russia. And basically, we can look at how does something affect the overall electric and electromagnetic fields in the body. So while it is esoteric to some people, there's actually quite a bit of science behind it. But basically, net end effect of this study was that it was a placebo-controlled study. Placebo-controlled group had no change, whereas the people that were using the glutathione patch did in fact show a significant improvement. So it was determined that the glutathione patch is a means for increasing the electrical and electromagnetic activity in the body. And this is important because it shows us another connection between lifespan. Cells, when they are electrically charged like a battery, live longer. If your cells run low on electricity, the charge comes down, the cell is going to die. So glutathione, in fact, is a way to charge up the cells of the body like a battery.